What's up, everybody? It's Olaf, and today, at long last, we are here starting our first ever True Blue, a Game of Thrones series. Not just a Let's Try, not just a little preview of things to come. This is it. Legitimately, we are doing it. I know that the vote was pretty split, so a lot of you wanted me to wait, but I figured, you know what? We can do a micro series. This probably won't be too long. We have a lot of money already, and that's what I want to talk about. So we're playing as House Celtigar, who I would like to change the words. Let's see, Old Blood, New Shores. All right, so I took that from Reddit. It was something I saw on there, and I really liked it because, you know, they are Valyrian blood and they're on New Shores, so I think that would be a cool house name. Anyway, long story short, we're starting at the beginning of the Great Rebellion, and then we're going to see how far we can get. My goal isn't really for our house to be super big. It's more to be as wealthy as humanly possible. I want to accumulate just vast quantities of currency. I would prefer to do... I would prefer to do a finance tree. He already has a 14 in finance, which now, I mean, that's high. And I would really just like to have as much money coming in. Well, we can do all of them. As much money coming in as humanly possible. But yeah, I decided to do House Celtigar because I've always been interested in them. They're not really talked about a whole lot, mostly because they're like a smaller Valyrian house. They do, however, like most of them, have a cool Valyrian weapon, a Valyrian steel axe. It's called Pincer, which increases your prowess by 9. So he's got a pretty okay prowess. Now, naturally, because they're cousins, I do think that we should be marrying a Valyrian. I feel like keeping it in the bloodline. I was thinking about that before we started. That, or we could marry Tiora Lannister. No, we're gonna marry them because her father has a pretty sizable force. That way we'll ensure an alliance continuing on. We're going to send for a maester. I don't even know. Would they have a maester? I don't know if they would do that. Anyway, we're playing as Lord Adrian, the red crab of Claw Island. This is his wife, who somehow both looks 39 and also 16 years old. So, don't really understand that one there. I would like somebody who is close. I'm trying to accumulate alliances. I basically want to be like the Habsburgs. And just, oh my god. Oh, he's in Old Town. Where are you? See, this would be a good one. I don't know if he's going to remain in power, though, so we may wait till the war is over before we start marrying off my children. Children lack guardians. My player Aaron's son, let's see. See, I'm a knight. So I could theoretically do that, but I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him my player heir. Because our liege is Rhaegar, so technically Rhaegar could decide. It also looks like they changed Rhaegar's face a little bit. Maybe I'm tripping. They could decide that they want... I'm going to have you do it. That they want to rebel against the king. I don't know. I don't even think I'm in the war. I'm pretty sure I'm just a neutral party. I don't even think I'm part of the Iron Throne. Oh no, I am. Technically speaking, I am. So we can choose a patron aspect. I think it would make the most sense to choose one that would give us the money. So, probably the smith, or maybe something with learning. Let's see. Diplomacy would be good. The father. We'll do the father. Let's see what options we have. We don't have much at the moment, but that's okay. We can go on a hunt, which, I mean, why not? It only costs... Well, let's wait. We're gonna hit start here first because we have a lot to do. I mean, the rebellion has begun. So let's see what happens. So I formed an alliance with this guy, who lives in Driftmark. The new Maester of Crab's Return. Let's see. Alright, so we have a Maester now. This guy does not like me. There. My Maester, I think, should be on there. See, I don't have a lot of forces. I just realized that. Like, I am not a strong military at all. I only have 1,000 troops. Let's see. We have sea snakes? Well, that seems... Oh, no. I did not want that. I was just kidding. I just want to see what the regiments are. And what are these lads? Oh, they're skirmishers, which... They counter the same thing. So this really shouldn't exist. This should be probably tripled. Should probably have armored horsemen, but I think... Bowmen counter skirmishers. These counter everything. I think crossbows would be wise. Because you counter skirmishers and heavy infantry. You counter heavy infantry. I'm gonna double you. I'm gonna create another one, and then maybe light horsemen. Outriders could be good for archers. It's like the only thing I don't counter at the moment. Yeah, we'll do a regiment of outriders, and then that should be good for a force, because then we'll have a decent strength army. I don't know. Is Rhaegar involved in the war? I don't think so. I think he's just sort of chilling at the moment. A little nervous. I mean, I think by default, unless an action decides otherwise, the Rob wins the war regardless. I've only seen him lose once, and it was because I made it happen. His armor is so cool. It is so good. Yeah, I have no way to kill him. Do I have anybody who could be a better marshal? Let's go through these and see what we got here. The Chancellor really doesn't like me for some reason, so I'm gonna make this my new Chancellor. This guy's terrible. So you're gonna be my new Admiral, because that guy was pure trash. Alright, here we go. We're kind of just chilling, because there's no reason for us to really do anything. I sip at my mug. Oh. I could gain the trait Poet. Or Journaler, which is... I'll be Poet. I'll be a Poet. A warrior poet. Not really a good warrior, because he's kind of sucks, but... My children lack guardians. I don't even know who I would pick. This guy's crazy. His armor's so glittery. Look at him. And then Driftmark. How many do they have? See, they have a huge military. I don't get it. Oh, is that who we married? No. Is this who we married? Who did I betroth my kid to? Oh, it was your sister. And my son's almost of age. Could work out. It could work out. I mean, we're not going to have driftwood. Let's see now. Are they all betrothed? You don't want to marry my kids? Pretty crazy, honestly, that you would say that. That guy's too far away, or I would probably consider it. I need where's Honeywine? Oh, okay. Yeah, I need somebody here. What is this? Stupid? Oh, he's just dumb. Well, that's fine, because we can use him to our advantage. That's okay. He could be dumb. All right, our house is slowly building up strength. My wife is very concerned about something. We're both 40, so his son is going to take over sooner than later. My daughter has just finished a lesson. Nothing is more important than gold. What does greed do? It's sinful? I mean, I'm gonna tell you it's fine. You want me to petition my liege? I'll just demonstrate submission. Wait, he's the king? Oh! He's gonna die for sure. Should we join in the festivities now that he's in a battle? Or do we betray the king? He's not my ally. Well, that war is going to end without us. I don't think that we would move. I think that the people of the Crab Isle would be chilling because it doesn't really make sense for us to go out there because we're pretty weak. I really need like a, what is that? An apiary? Beekeeping? Oh, well, that's cool. I didn't know you could keep bees. Oh, he knows Valyrian now. I don't think he's going to last very long. I'm quite curious. This war is almost over. Rhaegar's somehow still alive. I don't want to intervene this time. I just want to, like, ride it out till the end. Plus, my 1,000 troops are not going to make even the slightest dent. Should we call a hunt? Let's just wait till the war is over. Well... I don't know how I would kill him. I have nobody who's good at, yeah, it's never gonna work. Never ever gonna work. What town is this? Gold Town? That looks so good. What does Driftmark look like? I'm curious. High Tide. And then this place looks great. Dragonstone looks so good. He's still alive. Yeah, air captured. Not good. Not looking great. Who is an enemy? I just don't know what would happen if I lose. Like but if I don't get involved, well, it's at 90% now. I suppose the crab will scurry into its hole and wait and see. Gain 50, nice. Let's I'd like to get these apiaries. Well, Godswood. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my daughter what she thought. Just? Oh, I'll give her just. Let's do Taxman. We'll get a little bit more money every turn. Why am I in armor? What am I doing? I'm not in a fight, am I? What in the hell? How are we still fighting? Oh no. Well, he died. And this is gonna be over. We will play. Oh! It lets you decide. I will keep my ambitions to myself. King Robert has become your new liege after usurping Prince Aegon. Can I Offer you a ward. Good sir. All right, so I'll pay homage. There. My son Terrence. You want to teach him how to be a knight? Maybe? You could do it. I should probably now marry... Oh yeah, I betrothed you to that nerd. Anybody have any good alliance power? I'm already allied to you. Where are you? You're not too far. I mean, I'm like, what, right there? Yeah. Yeah. That's good. What would I petition him for? God, that looks so good. Sure. I am the master of laws. Would he be a knight? Sure. But I'm confused. He rejected knighthood. But he... Okay. I'm confused. He rejected it, but he's still one of my knights. There. Should we call a hunt? Let's see what we can scurry up out there in the wilds. Haha, I gained a hunting trophy. Nice. And another one. Nice. Alright. I don't think this character would be interested in tournaments at all. I would prefer not to be invited, to be completely honest with you. Now, I would like to control this point, because I'm quite small. And I would like... How much money do you make? So you make 3 per turn. How many allies do you have? Like, yeah, it's not very good. So I'm gonna have... Let's see. Protect trade? Oh, you can have, yeah. Protect trade. We care more about trade than we do about anything else. I really want to figure this out. There we go. Could you fabricate a claim on them, please? Why am I'm losing piety once every month. Comes of age. He is a great diplomat, which will be definitely handy. Send and they will accept. So my son is officially married to your player heir son and knight. With a 23 in diplomacy. That is quite good. Now, knowing how this game works, he's instantly, within the next like 2 days, is going to become a raging drunk. And he's gonna kill his wife or something, and then I won't have any hope ever again. Hide and peek. Huh? Oh, she sees 2 people plucking a rooster together. Sure, be chaste, I guess. Yeah, so I have some plans. So my idea is that I would like to take this coast completely. All of this, and then we'll have control of basically the seas over here. And then I don't have ambitions for the Iron Throne for this playthrough, but what I'd like to do is basically just start earning so much money that... Oh. Where's that? Do I really? Well, we might start right now. The idea, though, is that I would like to make like 10,000 gold. Maybe that might be too high, but that's kind of my soft goal. He doesn't have a lot of allies. Where is they? See, you're too far away. I can call my allies like immediately, and I will. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna raise all of my armies here, and I'm also gonna call on the Lord of Driftmark to help me in this endeavor. And I suppose I'm apparently... Oh, I really need siege equipment. I didn't even think of that. Alright. This should go quick. I knew being allies with the Valaryans would be helpful for me. High taxes. Oh my god. Well, that's fine. I knew he had a favor hook. That's totally fine. I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna have this new area. Hopefully, we'll be able to build it up anyway. And then I don't foresee him living very long. I feel like he's gonna live like 2 or 3 episodes. All right, this should end the war. Well, I guess not. One big victory should. That should be it. The Battle of Oak Range. Well, I guess we're gonna take another building. That's fine. We don't actually need to do too much else. I would love... Yeah, I think... How much does this cost a month? 1? Yeah, this should just end it, honestly. Oh, really? Even that didn't work. Who got hurt? Sure, I'll just let it be you for now. I'm sure they're gonna come back in like a second. I really need like mangonels. We'll do mangonels. Lord above, I just want to end this. Eight months. We're just gonna keep smacking them. Just gonna keep doing it. I think that dissipated their army. My name is Balin, my lord. I come offer you my wisdom. I gained some insights. Alright. Pretty easy war so far. Honestly, I feel like I'll make enough with my armies raised. If you heard that thump, that was my cat. She ran straight into the wall with her face. I hope she's okay. New lifestyle perk. Isn't there... Yeah, defensive measures is a good one. Oh, she's a warrior. That's cool. I will agree to this marriage. Natural linear, of course. I'm not going to have my children marrying some wackos. Alliance power. You will be born into House Celtigar. I'm basically just mixing all the houses. Trying to keep that Valerian blood strong, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so he's still alive. So I feel like this is a good one to have, for sure. There we go, it's over. Alright, I have 2. Low county control, understandably. What is he? You're not still doing that, are you? How are they clawmen? I don't understand. What is my culture? Oh, right, I'm Valerian. Duh. I didn't even think of that. Alright. Powerful vassals expect a council position. Well, I mean... There you go. I need a good lad. I'm probably gonna have to put you straight on this. Yeah, there we go. Commander Manley of the gold cloaks. Good, good. Little Terrence has been infatuated with the tales of the Knight's Guard, or the King's Guard. Oh, he's... Yes, Barristan. Yeah. Why not? Who is this? Oh. He's training to be in the King's Guard. That'd be cool. I mean, he is my, like, youngest son by a lot, so it would really not make sense for him to do much else, right? Point side, it should come to me. Oh, it's reduced by 94 due to low county control. Well, that should come back to us really short, like really soon. Because I think it was at like 3. And then, like, Claw Island should be able to grow. Because this is, I just want the duchy. I think what we should have is Crack Claw Point. But is there no duchy titles? I see. So, that's interesting. I'm confused. So, oh, this is the duchy. Oh, okay. Okay. So I would have to take 5. So I need this one, this one, this one, and then I guess maybe those would probably take it. Interesting. Maisie's Hook. And what is this? I'm just curious about this. High Lordship of Maisie's Hook. Baywater. Wind. Ooh, that's a good one. This is King's Landing, which of course is Rob. Who is he married to? He is married to Cersei. He does have a son, or a daughter, Maya Stone of the Iron Throne. Maya, however you say it. Yeah, don't care about him. He was not a very good knight. Don't really need crummy knights wandering around my land. Who is this? You want a council position? My good man, where? You're terrible at everything. I don't even know where I would pretend to put you. This guy could at least... I don't even know. Honestly, my son should be my chancellor. Yeah, look at that. We really want to increase our vassal opinion. You want to do it? I love that it's just do their best. So do they need? Oh, I see. I mean, I'll just leave it. I'm not even gonna mess with it for right now. Why am I losing? Oh, I'm greedy. I have another son. Oh, my daughter-in-law. Their son, Maegor. Aenar, Maegor, Daemon, Valar. Alix. Rhaegal. Aenar. Aaron. Aegon. No. Vaegon. Eris. I like Eris. Although, no, Maegor works. Maegor. Celtigar. Maegor strong and wise, my nephew. Or my grandson, rather. Are there any strong alliances? Nah, we'll wait. I would like this guy to not hate. He doesn't hate me. Offer ward. My grandson. I would like you to teach him the ways of the warrior. Teach him to be strong so that I may have a strong line. Excellent, thank you. This is going okay so far. I mean, there really wasn't any repercussions for that war going the way it did. Now there's just little squabbles that we will inevitably take part in. I'm a little concerned about this because I don't know. I mean, I've waited a while. $90, dang. It's gonna take me a while to get that money back, but it was probably worth it. Who? Oh yeah, this loser. Yeah, I don't care. He can be mad at me all he wants. He's never going to be able to rise up against me. Okay. I'm going to let that... I'm going to let this chill for a second, and then when I can finally go to war, we'll go to war. I'm a little nervous about this. He wants to improve Pincer. I don't know what the weak favor hook would be. I don't know what he did to it. Oh, it increases prowess by 13 now. My god. Jesus. So now he has excellent prowess. Interesting. Who did I upset? Oh. Herald comes of age. Skilled tactician. I don't think she's of age yet. I don't actually remember who this is. Oh, right. Sure. A maester's welcome here. You can stay. Huh. So did I learn about poisons? He further stated that he would be sure to tell his new lord and his colleagues. Oh. While on a leisurely stroll, the cry of a particular merchant stands out from the regular hustle and bustle of the street. Greetings, my lord. I have an exquisite assortment of wares if my lord has coin. Who is this? I don't care. Let us move on. I don't have any money to spare. Why don't you, stay here and help me? Eh. I should actually be doing things. I don't know why I'm not, like, befriending somebody. Let me befriend this lad. Or my wife. What about if I befriend my wife? She might become my friend. Not a super useful one, but we should also be hooks and secrets. Golden obligations is a big one to have. Finding secrets in... Let's see. 30% chance is pretty high. Yeah, why not? So we can go to war with these people now. Wait, what does he control? Oh, he just controls that little island. And he only has 1,600 in allies. I probably don't even need help. I could probably just do that, like, right now. I'll just wait till I get one more domain focus, because I think... Oh, what is it? Dang, I should have done War Profiteer. I'll do Golden Obligations next. I'm gonna try and get some secrets. Organized Muster Roll is useful, but... Huh? I'm not gonna do that yet. I would like your stuff. And, again, I'm calling upon my old friends. My son is the commander? Oh. We gained a new glory. Nice. This will be quick because it's just this little island, which is what I wanted because I knew. Oh my god! It didn't even have to do the war. Oh my god, gorgeous! I can ransom Lord Merrill. Yeah, I know that one's got a low county control, but I don't really have anybody. Well, actually, my son is a better counselor than that. 3 years? How long is this one? 7 years? Let's do that one. Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Huh? Oh, apparently we're not friends. What if I seduce you? What is she like? She is a temperate, diligent woman. Go with my gut. I gave her a poem. She didn't love it. She didn't love it! But she didn't hate it. I suppose we should continue our rise to power while we still have the chance, because it was me. I farted. Oh. She farted, or I thought she farted, but she in fact did not fart, and so I am now embarrassed by my flatulence. If there's anything, you gotta look, man. Look, man. There are secrets in that court. There are secrets up in that court. Oh, is she dying? God, Lord Tywin's crazy. He will not take another spouse. So we have 3. We have 3. What I want is these. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I want these 4. I want Hazewood, and I want Strong Cliffs, and then we could make a duchy, and then we should be able to just start like building up developmentally, and then we'll have a lot of money, really. I will write about her. Youthful vigor. How old are we now? Dang, we are getting old. It's already been almost 10 years. Takes a long time to strategize. Of course he'll be there. How's my son doing? He's not a drunkard yet, is he? Well, he's doing okay. He's got the one son. I don't... There's not really anybody to marry him. Let's see. Let's look at some of all skills then. I need somebody who's young as well, because he's only 3. Right? Yeah, he's 3. I can't... I always weirds me out when I marry them to somebody who's too old. That one had, intellect, I think. Where is it? I saw you. Are you 10? You have intellect and you're comely, but you're, like, terrible. Prowess. 33? See, you're gonna be too old. I'm gonna have to wait, I think, before I let him get married. Petition, my liege. Will you send bailiffs, my lord? Sure. Melora comes of age. She is charismatic. She can't quite get married, but she can soon. I'm really setting myself up for success here, I gotta tell you what. Time to right this wrong. Give me your money, kids. Dang, six gold a turn almost. We're doing pretty good. We should be able to take that before the end of the episode, I think. And then, once this is fixed, we should start chugging along here real soon. Because I want to start upgrading all this stuff. I want it to be romance a lady's honor. A diplomacy challenge. Oh. Oh. Am I gonna go on a hunt? Let's go on a hunt. Apparently it's been too long. The game is telling me to do something else besides sit here. The noise from the other has faded. Who is this? By the time kinswoman Jane and I start... Wait, what the? No time for chit-chat. I'm getting that heart. I don't care. I want to kill the thing. Look at all that. Look at that. I must save her. Soulmates. I shall never marry again. That was, not what I wanted. Who has what? Oh my god, well. My good man. I would like some money. Thank you much. Both the Blacksmith and the Merchant Guild and the Lordship of Pointside have sent a representative to meet me. The two guilds have come to impasse over the trade of raw iron within the county. Only... What does this one give me? Let's do this. Ugh. Got too greedy. I flew too close to the sun, kids. Alright. What are you good at? I could switch you out for this guy, right? Because you want a seat. No, I can't. You have to have good military skill. War Profiteer. I want that one. You're pretty good. I just don't know what you would be. Like, he's got good stewardship. But that's it. Or she, I'm sorry. Oh, but there is a basis for claim here. I'm gonna take your land, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but it is going to be mine. All of your stuff. all of it is mine already. You just don't know that it's mine because I haven't come to take it yet. My friend, once again, I'm once again asking you to come help me. You guys are both terrible. I really cannot afford. My son, Terrence. A dutiful captain. Oh my god, what happened to your wife? Oh my god! What happened to her? Jesus. Surprise leprosy, my favorite game mechanic. Good god. Hold on. Is he the one I won't marry? Yes. I would be happy. Oh no, he died. Yeah, he's like the best marshal I could have, though. You're pretty good. That works. Increase county control. Yes, increase county control there now if you could. How much does this give me every turn now? Only one? It gave them 3. Crab's Return has a pretty strong fort. Some of this plotting against my Castilian, or Castellan. It became it as an occasional treat, a usual habit, but I'm good Westerosi. This guy eats rotten fish. You know what? Dungeon now. Oh, I told him that he smelled bad. And he didn't like that. Done and done. All right. I am going to grant Strong Cliffs to somebody. No, I'm not. So how does that work? I'm confused. It says I only own 2 counties. Oh. What the heck are these a part of? Oh, this counts as Dragonstone. Dang, I didn't know that. Alright, I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of the Vol Scales. If I give this to somebody, though, will that make him... Interesting. That makes it... That's kind of confusing. So now how am I going to control things? I'll give it to Terrence, I guess. Oh, or I'll just hold on to it. Just hold on to it for now. This bard. He sang a ballad about us. How nice of him. So, I need to take Hazewood now. 21 months. That's such a bummer. I didn't realize that it was going to cost me that much. Keep it up. I want you to keep looking for the goods. I can't, though. Oh. Now I have a double alliance. Yeah, I guess I should really give this to somebody. Bummer, but I really need to, I need to focus over here. He's married to my daughter anyway, so it's kind of staying in the family. That's kind of why I did it. He doesn't really have any allies, so that should make that easy. Oh, actually, what is this? Learn your place. Oh my god, I'm a savage. Learn your place. Trash. Definitely, a trade port makes the most sense, you know, because it's a port. Strong cliff. It's a pretty strong castle. A lot of these are strong castles, honestly. Who is this? Oh god. That is some sick armor. You... Sure, I'll help you. What's it? What does it hurt? I will come. I don't know if I'll make it in time, though. It's got a pretty strong ally. An additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in a possession of a large herd of cattle. What does that give me? Development growth plus 10. Development growth plus 20. Now I have a large cattle herd for 15 years. See, this one... kind of screwed. I'm going home. I've seen enough. Probably not going to be allies with them much longer, considering they're going to get taken over. Yep. No longer allied to them. Who was it? Oh, he already married her. A shame, really. Oh, wow. I'm going to invest... Oh! I need piety. I can lawfully imprison this person? See it done. 100! Yay! Nice. Vassal tax contribution is higher now. I'm in severe debt, but we will take over this in the next turn. I'm confused why I'm naming... I have, like, absolute control over this girl's life. That is very odd. There. I don't want to have to arrest her. I'll get her out of here. Ah, yes. Can my little baby now do something? Daughter of Prince Oberyn. Oh, the Red Viper. R.I.P., man. He's gonna get 1,250. I mean, she's quite beautiful, and he's basically a child, so he's gonna. She literally looks like Zelda. Where? Oh my God! You gotta start doing some stuff, my man. What are you doing? Small harbor constructed. We're making our way. We're getting back. We're getting back. I'd like to take this coast. What is their house? As bold as the bear. Wild, willful and wild. Answer the call. Industry through the sword. Old blood, new shores. I like old blood, new shores. Keep going. Keep looking. Wait, is he fat now? He looks pretty sick, man. I don't care. Oh, she died. She died in childbirth. Oh, and another Lannister. That's kind of weird. That's really close. He would almost say yes. Who is this? My granddaughter? Man, us Valaryans and Celtigars are just mixing it up. We are mixing it up. My poor wife, dude. She's so ugly. Ugh. I feel so bad for her. He was knighted! Sir Terence Celtigar. I'm very proud of you, son. Well, he's already a knight. Oh, no, he's not. He's a knight in a technical sense. Not in a literal sense. Okay. We're doing okay. I think we're doing pretty good. Nearly, very nearly out of debt. I write to inform you that your daughter has eloped with your acquaintance. Oh my goodness, no. Ugh. I even taught her chastity. And she has 2 children. What are you doing? I'm stronger than this. Don't be an alcoholic, please. Do not have time for you to be meddling about with that stuff. With that fabricated claim. What would I petition him for? No, not right now. I don't have enough money to really petition him. What am I losing money from? I'm confused. 8 vassal taxes. There we go. That's weird. Jeez, what a bummer. That's 2 big alliances I've lost now. And my only big ally. Look at his mustache! Oh my god! Oh god. So it looks like the smartest thing to do is give land to your children who are married to somebody else. He's got a baby on the way. She is pregnant. So they're gonna have a kid. He cannot have children. I can't have any more children. She probably is infertile. Oh, he said no. Daenerys? No. Dana? Sure. cannot believe this woman. At least my son doesn't suck. He's like the only one. How are you? Not very strong. Actually quite weak. That would give me 3 of them. I don't even need to ask an ally to come with me for this. Ooh, we're gonna win it. Should just take it. Who died? My admiral. I don't have a lot of allies anymore. We did. Sure. Should have waited till you had more money, but... Actually, my friend, can you find some secrets? How far away can you do it? Because doing it in, like, Casterly Rock would be really solid. Or, like, the Eyrie or something. Which, I don't actually even know where that is. %0 chance. What about over here? 22% chance. What about over here? 32! Yeah, that would be a good one. They have a lot of money. Be best to be looking for... Oh. Siege 1. Oh, 36 gold for a siege. That's pretty solid. My ailing wife. Drastic measures. We will take it. We will take all of it. Vassal tax contribution. Six months. Another battle won. Another war over, pretty much. Who is this? No, learn your place, trash. I'm gonna take over this coast. This guy was nice to me, so I think... Oh, I don't wanna see it done. And then if you could, fabricate a claim on Bronzeholm next as well. My wife's trying to murder my wife? Is that what it just said? I'm very confused. Alright, this episode's almost over. As soon as we take this, I feel like this is a satisfactory conclusion. Disband. Alright, so we've taken most of Claw Island. We have... It sucks because I need to create a duchy. I'm gonna have to wait. And I'm gonna have to make the duchy first. This guy's strong. He'll be the last one. I'm gonna have to make the duchy first, and then we'll be able to create the duchy title, which is really, really annoying, but there's only so much I can do about that. He's still doing Strongcliff, so... But I think that's gonna be it for this one. I'm actually pretty pleased. He's 55, so we played for about 16 years. This it's kind of reminiscent of the Anvil series for the Elder Kings 2 so far, where we're like taking the coast and then slowly like building up. But I think our goal to acquire mass wealth will be realized in time. This guy's going to be so strong with that sword. It's going to be quite the air. But that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys like this first episode of A Game of Thrones featuring House Celtigar. My name is Olaf. I will see you in the next one.